Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Sabio, and in this episode, I'll be talking about the possible return of the Holiday Economic Support Initiative. Thank you for tuning into this latest episode of Rough Draft. We are still in the month of November, so as far as housekeeping for the month of November, you have in New York City, in Bronx specifically, the Mosaic Literary Conference. That will be held November 22nd in the Bronx. Shout out to my brother Ron Kavanaugh. He's the founder and organizer of the Mosaic Literary Conference. Haven't been there in a number of years, but the few times that I actually did go and attend, I had a really great time. Also, November 28th in Chicago, Illinois, you have PocketCon. I believe for this year, because of the passing of my brother Tretel Onley, who is based in Chicago, they will be honoring the brother um, as a part of the of PocketCon's convention. And also in New York City, from November 28th to December 14th, you have the African Diaspora International Film Festival. It's actually one of my favorite film festivals. It's very Afrocentric in a lot of the films that they make. They screen a lot of films being made by Black filmmakers all over the world. So from the United States, from Canada, from the Caribbean, and also from the mother continent. So if you love seeing very diverse Black films, definitely head out to New York. They also do have a virtual component to their film festivals. So if you go on their website, you'll be able to see a number of their films through their virtual version of the film Considering festival. A lot of what's been going on in the country, especially with this particular administration, and a lot of the stuff that they've been doing that's been negatively impacting a lot of the citizens, and just especially people of color. One initiative that I did back in the day was a thing called the Holiday Economic Support Initiative. So that was something that I did. I think it was in 2014 or 2015 when I started it. I actually used to do it and include my own work in the initiative. And what it was supposed to do was it was multi steps. So with the Holiday Economic Support Initiative, number one, it lasted from November, specifically starting from Black Friday, and would last all the way up until the new year. So that's number one, the length of time in which the initiative was supposed to last. So because these are supposed to be like supposedly from Thanksgiving on, or that Friday of Thanksgiving on, it was supposed to be like the biggest season as far as like the shopping season for or a lot of these businesses. The initiative was supposed to last pretty much from around Thanksgiving all the way up until the beginning of the new year. So that's number one. Number two, the other part of the initiative was using that time because it is one of the busiest economic times as far as businesses are concerned. Use our money to support our Black and Latino owned businesses and also our independent entrepreneurs. So it was really a way of like economic support for our people and our businesses, right? And so the third part of the component is a more online component and kind of making it very viral, which was you support this business, probably take a picture of either the business's logo, their business card, what have you, share it on social media, and then talk about this business and then use the hashtag, which was either going to be hashtag HESI, which is the acronym, or the full hashtag of hashtag Holiday Economic Support Initiative. So that was something that I had actually created like probably about a decade ago. I'd actually tried to run it a number of years, but it seemed like when I was trying to do it and I was trying to promote it to other people to support it, people didn't really understand what I was doing. They didn't do the hashtag correctly. They would just be like, buy black, hashtag buy black, or hashtag support black businesses. I'm like, do the shit properly if I tell you how to fucking do it. And then maybe it'll be more effective and maybe it would actually become viral and it would actually become an actual fucking movement. Because it's not even necessarily a boycott. Just that's not what I'm calling for. I'm basically calling for the support of our own businesses and our own entrepreneurs, especially specifically during the holiday seasons. They get left out. And also the powers that be, especially the economic powers that be, they're going to do whatever the hell they want to do. So with a lot of people who are going around crying about how they're getting rid of DEI initiatives and whatnot, and they're basically disrespecting a lot of contributions of what people of color have done in this country, especially economically. Like, yeah. So fuck that dumb shit. My whole thing was use this as a movement, use this initiative to support our businesses and to highlight our entrepreneurs who are out here struggling for your attention any fucking ways. You know what I'm saying? Just basically use your because especially you have a lot of people out there who have the audacity to call themselves fucking influencers. What are you actually fucking influencing? Use the power of your platform to support these businesses. You know what I'm saying? And encourage people to support these entrepreneurs, especially those entrepreneurs who look like you and they're creating products specifically for you as a customer. And so with the initiative, I'd actually done it a number of years and I pretty much shut it down, I believe 2, 3 years ago, because it just seemed that no matter how hard I pushed it to try to get people to support the initiative and make the hashtag go viral and actually cause it to be an economic movement, people weren't paying attention, which is something that I've talked about, you saying repeatedly on this platform, that people don't support you when people don't really take you seriously and they don't really respect you and what you have to say. So I actually ended up stopping it like maybe 2, 3 years ago, something like that. I just stopped promoting it. I wouldn't do it. Like I would hardly do it myself, even though I'm the one who started this initiative. I mean, even when I did it in the very beginning, I would send out press releases to certain you say Black Latino news outlets to try to generate this to become a movement. So I didn't just do it online. I also sent it using via media, regular print media. Unfortunately, that wasn't sustained. It wasn't necessarily supported. So I'm kind of like, you're saying there's only so much I can do individually. So I kind of stopped doing that. But considering what's been going on with this current administration and how a lot of these initiatives have been attacked, there's basically been a freaking attack against us and our people and our community. And especially now they're trying to put a financial stranglehold on us. And especially now, as I'm shooting this, there's a government shutdown that's going on. So you have a lot of people who are government workers and they're financially suffering because you have people who are out of work because they've been furloughed even before the shutdown. And then during the shutdown, you got certain people who have been let go because you see the government's not working and they're government workers. Or you have people who are considered essential workers and they still have to go into work even though they're not getting paid. So I think that the Holiday Economic Support Initiative is important more than ever now. I think it's very vital. And I also think it's a way where we need to start supporting our businesses more. It can't be just talking points that people say on the internet and then don't fucking back it up. I believe we need to be more active and not reactionary and not just talk a whole bunch of bullshit, but then not do any type of follow up afterwards. Because people, as they say, suffer moments. They don't start movements. So this will be something that's big for right now. Something else will come along. It'll distract us, and then it's just a moment, and then we'll move on to something else. I'm just like, this needs to be something that's sustained. And again, because I had created this initiative years ago, almost a decade ago, and I try to consistently every year push this same initiative to no result. Um, I felt the need to just let the initiative pretty much die off and not continue it, basically discontinue it. And uh now that these things are happening to our community from the highest level of the government, I think this initiative is needed now more than ever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's unlike those boycotts against Walmart and Amazon, which I think is stupid, um, against Target, because these are major companies that did away with their DEI initiatives because they were afraid of the fucking government, which I understand. You're saying these are major corporations that are afraid of the government, so you say the government's threatening to like shut them down if they do not do away with these DEI initiatives, which really doesn't have anything to do with people of color, but that's a whole nother discussion. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But people want to do these boycotts, but they're not offering any type of other alternative. Hesse always gave you an alternative because it wasn't about boycotting somebody else. Hesse was always about supporting our own businesses and our own entrepreneurs and putting money in their pockets that they deserve any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? They're entrepreneurs creating like their business products for you, and you're not supporting them. So this for me was a way that I felt we should, you say, support our businesses, our entrepreneurs, our business people, and help our community to grow and keep our money within our community. You know what I'm saying? The concept of Ujima. But what the fuck do I know? Thank you for tuning into this latest episode of Rough Draft. If you would like a copy of any of my books, they are available in paperback format, and you can get my books at any of these outlets, which is Author House, Outskirts Press, Create Space, Amazon.com, Barnes and Nobles, Books a Million, and I believe my books are also available on bookshop.org. My books are also available in ebook format. So if you want to buy the digital version of my books, these are outlets that you need to go to in order to get access to my books, which is Kindle, Nook, Kobo, Apple Books, Everand, Smashwords, Fable, and internationally through Vividale, Tolino, and Gardeners. My ebooks are also available to libraries. So if your library has an account with any of these channels, please reach out to your library so you can get access to my books, which is Overdrive, Hoopla, Cloud Library, Palace Marketplace, Odillo, and internationally through BioBox to UK and Australia. If you are watching this video on YouTube, you know what you need to do. Please definitely like the video. Please leave a comment. I would love to hear your feedback. Definitely subscribe to the channel and also press the notification button. That way you know whenever I'm about to post a new video or if I say something in the community section. And when you press the notification button, please press the all button. That way you get all those notifications because it helps with the algorithm and everything. So thank you so much for tuning in to this latest episode of Rough Draft. As I always say to end these videos, keep the fist raised. I am always on my literary grind, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.